What it do, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm very excited to bring some variety, some texture, if you will, to my channel. So basically, I wanted to get this up during the VIB sale, but audio issues as they are got in the way. But I'm very confident that I have fixed my audio issues. Definitely, of course, let me know down below if you think I have. If you have any opinions, let me know down there. That said, on my face today, I did record my eye tutorial and a couple other bits and bobs. This is the second look in my all done up 2-look 1 palette for Blend Bunny Cosmetics. I don't know when it's coming, but it is coming. I have now done the 2 tutorials. I just have a little bit of other B-roll that I need to record, and then we are good to go there. If you're interested in seeing how I feel about all of the Sephora VIB stuff that I picked up 6 months ago, so during the summer, then let's just get to it. Alrighty guys, so it is very interesting to see how I have changed, morphed, adapted in these 6 months. Now, as with at this time, a lot of things that I pick up makeup wise, I don't really pick up from Sephora and Ulta anymore. I really don't pick up a lot of makeup. I do pick up a decent amount of eyeshadow palettes, but those are traditionally from my indie brands. You guys know that. But anyways, let's just run through. I did, like I said, try to do this video once already, so I will have some B-roll. So I'm just gonna go ahead and scoot over and I'll pop them in because I've already done the tutorial, and that's kind of how I wanted to do this video. But like I said, I had audio issues, and so it just didn't make any sense to voice over the whole kit and caboodle, and then you guys saw my mouth moving and the words just weren't matching up. So first thing I want to go ahead and talk about are the 2 concealers that I picked up. Yes, I picked up 2 concealers at the time of this haul, which is unnecessary. You really don't need to be picking up 2 concealers in one haul, but it is what I did. So the first one that I picked up was the LYS Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer, and this is actually currently my Project Pan concealer. I picked this one up when I came to choosing which concealer to pick up because I was hearing a lot of really good things, and because it was full coverage. I don't tend to wear a lot of full coverage foundations. That said, the foundation at the time that I was panning and right now that I'm panning is quite high, medium to fullish coverage, and so I didn't want to have a concealer that was less coverage than my foundation. So I picked this up, and I think that this is a quite high, medium, like I said, kind of full-ish concealer, so it really works with the foundation that I'm currently panning as well. I think the shade is perfect. It is DN3, and yeah, I really like it. It's a no fuss concealer along with a lot of the things that I've now tried from this range. So in the event that you want a good solid range that's not really going to break the bank at Sephora, I actually would go ahead and recommend this brand. Full disclosure, I am a beauty ambassador with them, but I don't really get anything if you shop from Sephora. If you shop through my link down below for Sephora and for the brand, then yes, I do. But otherwise, I mean, I'm just here talking about makeup. The other concealer that I picked up is from Dior. This is their Backstage Rain. I got this in the shade 5N. If you're wondering, in the foundation in this same range, I wear 6N. I really love this concealer. It's a lot more, I would say, moisturizing than the LYS. The LYS gives a lot more of a matte base finish, but as you can see, it's not overly matte. I actually am wearing the LYS today, and I find that this one is really nice. I would say this is a lot more full on medium to light coverage. You can definitely lighten the coverage out of pretty much any concealer, but this is a lot more solid medium, whereas I think this one is a little bit more high medium to full, if that makes sense. I think both concealers really work for me. They're both really nice concealers. I'm going to use them interchangeably. As of right now, like I said, I am currently panning the LYS. I don't have any intentions of like getting rid of it or anything. I think it's a solid product. It just kind of really works with the foundations that I've been panning lately, and that's kind of how I determine what concealer I'm going to use until I'm kind of tired of the concealers and I'm ready to kind of usher them out. But currently for me, all of my concealers were actually purchased this year, so I'm not in any rush really to get rid of any of them. Okay, we only have 2 more makeup items. I have a couple more but let's keep going. So the next makeup item that I actually picked up is the Gasm Beauty Light Wand from Charlotte Tilbury. I got this in the shade Peachgasm. Now I picked this up expecting it to be a highlighter, and on me, I don't particularly like it as a highlighter. I prefer this as a glowy kind of shimmery blush, and that's how you guys will be seeing me apply it on camera. I believe the base blush that I had on in the event of this video was from NARS. It was just my Project Pan one, and I just went ahead and put this right on top. I may be wrong. If I'm wrong, just check out down below. All of the information down below will be about my reels or my videos, and then I will have a link to this eye look later on. Sorry it's complicated, but life is complicated. Anyways, I think this is a really good formulation. I like the fact that you can turn the product on and off, so you're not really getting this whole mechanism mucky and gunky. That said, I wish that this was what I was expecting. Am I mad? No. It clearly says blush on the packaging, but everybody always references these wands all together as being highlighters, and this clearly isn't a highlighter. I would enjoy trying a highlighter from the brand, but I looked at the holiday kits, and to me, they just didn't seem worth it, price per gram and all that jazz, so I'm good for right now. Another cream blush that I actually picked up, knowingly that it was a cream blush, is from Patrick Ta. I picked up the shade She's Baked. Originally, I had the shade Do We Know Her? It was like a light orangey shade in his range, and I picked it up. I was trying it, and I was like, this is just not working. I don't understand why everybody is amok about his formula. So I decided, let's try one more time. Let's go for a darker tone that I think I'm going to get use out of. And this is really beautiful. It's very, very beautiful. I have tried it in his way where you put the matte down first and then you put the cream. I think that is decent. I don't find that the creams really dry down on my skin tone. So that would be the only kind of negative for doing it his way. Otherwise, putting the cream down first and then kind of setting it with the powder, I like it that way. So for me, this was definitely a good purchase. I have gotten use out of it. Have I gotten my money's worth? Absolutely not. But that's another conversation for another day. So that's technically all of the makeup. I do have kind of some makeup accessories, tools, and then we will dive into the big ticket items when it came to this haul. It was a very, very small haul, and this year's haul is even smaller, but I find that I'm kind of getting into the groove of really getting smaller but better items. So anyways, next I picked up a brush from the Sephora range. This is the 71 brush. I use this semi-consistently just to blend out my concealer or my cream shadows. It just kind of depends on how I decide to prime my eyes that day. I think this is a decent brush. It's not a love, it's not a hate. If you're getting it for 30% off, I would say go for it. Otherwise, no. I really wouldn't say get any of the brushes from Sephora brand unless you're getting that 30% off, which as long as you are a member, you're getting it. The last makeup tool item, whatever, I actually got my first pair of lashes in this haul, which is crazy to think. So it's been about 6 months that I have been wearing lashes on and off, and I feel like I've gotten it pretty down pat on the application and all that. Some days are better than other, but it's nice. So anyways, this is definitely not the actual pair that I picked up. This is just a representative of what the style that I've really, really fallen in love with. And this is the style Miami from Lily Lashes. I have worn this particular pair quite a few times actually. And I'm just giving them a break as I'm trying a new brand's lashes on today and the last time I put on makeup. But yeah, really, really love these lashes. I always get these like weirdly limited edition styles of the Miami lashes for like $10.50. I would highly recommend just like liking the style that you prefer, especially if you like a Lily lash that they do a collaboration a lot of times with Sephora. I promise you that baby is going to go on sale for $10.50 and then you can scoop her right up. That's exactly what I do for the Miamis. I've literally never paid full price for that style, and I refuse to ever pay full price for lashes, period. I have a little stash, and that's how it's gonna go. Okay, so yeah, that's the end of my B-roll. Let's dive into the fragrances that I picked up during the sale last time, I picked up their sampler set. And this year I ended up not doing that just because it didn't make sense for what I wanted. And we can talk about it later on if you guys are really, really into it. But anyways, I ended up choosing the Black Opium scent. I know in the video I said I was going to get Clean's Reserve skin, but I actually ended up getting a better discount on their website, and I was holding on to the coupon for literally like 5 months. It's been a while since I actually went to Sephora, and I picked this up. Really, really pretty. Haven't gotten that much use out of it, but this is a very easy kind of no fuss, no muss spray, and that's how I'll use it just whenever I kind of want to put something on and don't really have an opinion on what it is exactly that I am putting on. I also did pick up this in the Bum Bum Cream, which is still stashed away, so I just can't be bothered to pick it up. But I did get the actual Bum Bum Cream, and then I also got this spray. And I thought I was going to get so much use out of this during the summer, and I did not. I did not. Why? Because although this is a really nice spray, it does not last, I feel, a whole heck of a lot, right? And so for somebody who's really gotten into perfumes, colognes, you know, extract concentrations, all of that, this is just not hitting all the marks. That said, this does beautifully. I love the scent. I do get use out of it. I typically will wear it when I'm actually at home during the summer, or like when I got home after like being out and about all day. So I definitely am I'm definitely happy that I picked this up. I just don't think I needed the full size. I got this in like the 6 ounce or whatever. No, the 8 ounce. I did not need this big size. I should have gotten the smaller size. That would have been perfect. And I would recommend it that way for you all. In the event that you are interested in these sprays, the amount of ounces in there, you really don't think about like how much work, how many sprays it takes for you to actually get through that ounces. So that would be my recommendation. And then the last thing I want to go ahead and talk about is the last perfume that I picked up. And this is from Jo Malone. I was very, very excited to pick this up. This is in the Sakura Cherry Blossom scent. Now, this is such a beautiful, light, airy scent. Like I described it in the haul, think of like linen with a splash of cherry blossom to it. Like literally dryer sheets with cherry blossoms infused, you get this. So I really like it. I think this has been a beautiful nighttime scent, but it is just that. It's beautiful, light scent. And who wants to spend this type of money to literally spray it to go to bed? Regardless if you have a partner or not, they not worth that amount of money sprayed at night. It's not worth it. So for me, if you are interested in this scent, I would recommend, I don't know if this is still available. I hope it's still available. I picked it up from Ulta. It is from Ascada. It is their Cherry in Japan scent. Now, if you didn't know, Ascada is a Japanese based brand. And this scent, I hate that it's a rollerball. Let me just put it out there. Absolutely hate that it's a rollerball. And I haven't gotten that much use out of it because it's a rollerball. But what I will say is that this is a lot more impactful with the cherry blossom scent. To my nose, they have a very, very similar style of cherry blossom, if that makes any sense. And it's just a stronger, fruitier version, whereas this is more of a linear version. I hope that makes sense. I would just recommend this. I think this is also significantly cheaper, which is always a good thing. But like I said, this is more fruity, whereas this is more linen-y. This is stronger, more impactful, whereas this is more airy and light. So yeah, that's what I would recommend. Like I said, I think all of these are decent products, good, solid products. I don't feel as though I wasted my money at all, but I really wanted to do this video, not necessarily to like reflect on my own purchases, because like I said, I felt like I did really good last time. It's more of to reflect on your purchases. Take the time, look back on your purchases when it came to the Sephora VIB sale during the summer. How did you do? Are you actually using the products? Have you already finished the products? If so, then you did even better than me, right? You really got your money's worth out of these products and you really knew what you wanted and you really took the time. But if you are somebody who you bought all these products and you still haven't tested them out, you bought all these products and you don't even like them, maybe slow down on your purchases. Maybe really curate your purchases a little bit smarter so that you're not necessarily wasting money. We are all in an unprecedented times right now, right? Money is tight for a lot of people. And I find if I can kind of spread the ideology of like taking it slower, breathing, really looking into your collection to see if you really need it, I feel like this is the time to do it. Not only for myself, but for you all as well. So I hope this video was helpful to kind of get you guys thinking on whether you needed the things you got 6 months ago and whether you needed the things you got last week, you know? The VIB sale literally just ended, and I'm thankful that I quite literally made that one purchase at the beginning of the sale. And because I was so anxious to get my order, I quite literally didn't get it until the last day of the sale. And so I never made another order. And I think that was for the best. I really don't need anything else. I'm very happy with what I have. But yeah, like I said, that's another discussion for another day, which I intend to have hopefully next week if I can get around to filming it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully I can get it up again tonight. It is already 7 p.m. so who knows. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.